Good morning, welcome back to our channel. We are making some breakfast right now. Andrew's got our little breakfast wraps in the pan. And I have a meeting today. Andrew's got some meetings today. We're gonna hang out, watch some Schmigadoon, aka Schmicago, on Apple TV. And I have convinced Andrew to do some eye masks with me. So we're gonna do some eye masks to get ready for the day. So we've got the Peter Thomas Roth Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrogel eye patches, and I haven't used them yet, but they came in my Sephora box. One of the things that I did was I replaced my facial moisturizer, and I actually got a set with these eye patches, and that's what I'm gonna be using for the summer. I just think it's a lot better for my skin, getting all that air in instead of using like heavier stuff in the summer and making it kind of oily and whatnot.
I just woke up with a feeling, a choice to make and to believe in. Rest my case, I hope you see it. So hear me out, I'll keep on dreaming.
And we're off. We're on our way to my meeting, and then we've also packed some bags so that we can do some work this afternoon. I've got a bit of client work, Andrew's got a bit of client work, also meetings, and who knows where we'll end up. But aren't we looking fresh face this morning with those under eye patches? They're wonderful.
We're gonna be alone here, but tell me it was just a bad dream when the world crashes down.
I am starting to feel like I am on the edge of burnout, and I kind of realized yesterday that I have not been doing a lot for myself. You know, like I'm in this musical review that we've been working towards that goes up at the end of May. Even that feels like it's not for me. I'm just kind of doing it so that I'm not left out. Today we went out and worked at Trailway, which I love. I always love working at Trailway. They just have like a really good vibe. Also, I love their beer. Andrew had to go home to do D&D, and so I decided to take myself out on a little date. I went to Dos Toros, the Mexican restaurant here, and now I'm heading over to Kaylee and Liz's place because we are gonna go and do karaoke tonight. And it's been so long since I did karaoke. You fit in time where you can, and the next couple months are incredibly busy. Anyways, join me. It's finally nice out. It was beautiful yesterday. We went to Pickeroons. We went for a nice little walk after work. And today we are off to go and play some Twilight Imperium, which if you've watched before, it is a long, 10-hour game, depending on how long you take for breaks and how long it takes for setup and whatnot. So we're heading over to our friend's place to play that today. And that'll probably take us to the end of the day. We're getting close to showtime for our show. It goes up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of rehearsing a lot for that right now. We finally start full runs tomorrow night. Stay tuned for that, and we'll check in with you later. For the summer, it's nothing special, but we get a ton of sun most of the day. It's about 2 o'clock right now, and everything is beautiful. But I get bored easily, and I don't really want to sit on the deck and read or anything like that, so Andrew and I are going on a little bit of an adventure. So we're heading for the car right now, and who knows where we'll end up.
I hope you see it. So hear me out, I'll keep on dreaming. Oh, so it don't belong here. You promised you'd be around when the world crashes down. You said we're gonna be alone here, but tell me it was just a bad dream when the world
meetings, but pretty busy today, so decided to take it on the old treadmill. Yeah, those are Catan games that are holding things up. But yeah, just getting in a little bit of walk, get my cardio in because I got full day sessions.
Almost bleeding. Help me out. Stop the river. Stop the river. Oh, so it don't belong here. Promised you'd be around when the world crashes down. You said we're gonna be alone here, but tell me it was just a
Good morning. It's Tuesday, which means the vlog should be coming out today, but if you're seeing this, you know it didn't come out today. It's gonna come out tomorrow, which for you is today. It's just been a really rough week. I have some voiceover work to do today, so I'm heading to UNB to do that recording with the person who hired me last time, and I just couldn't sleep last night, and yeah, it's pretty rough. So I woke up at 5:30, and finally at 6 I decided to get out of bed, watch the first half of the How I Met Your Mother finale, first part of it. I have to watch the second part later, but it always makes me cry, so I always wait. So I watched that, had some breakfast because I've been having some wild, shaky days if I don't have breakfast before my coffee, and I figured it was perfect because Andrew's not up anyways. And now I'm going to play a little bit of the Xbox before Andrew wakes up, and then once he wakes up we'll make an actual breakfast and I'll get ready and I'll head and do that recording. And this afternoon I have a lot of work to do. We have some client work that has to come out tomorrow, and so it's a little bit of a kind of like a rush, kind of a, yeah, we are hoping that eventually we'll get on like a two-week cycle with most of our clients, but for some that's just not the case right now, which means it's always kind of like as soon as we finish one thing it's on to the next, instead of being able to kind of breathe and wait for feedback and things like that. So they just broke ground on the piece of land right beside us, which has been empty since we moved in, which is like 6 years ago, and it's pretty loud during the day. It's before 7 o'clock right now, so they're not allowed to start until 7, but once they start at 7, they're pretty much going all day until like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, it's been wild. It's been a week. It's been a lot.
So it is Thursday. I finished my meetings early. Fortunately, I don't have any meetings in the afternoon, and Kayla and I were like, hey, we should go run some errands, maybe go work out of a cafe or a pub. We could leave the house for the day. It's a gorgeous day. It's like 23 degrees outside. The reason I'm jazzed about what I'm talking about is for what I'm about to show you. There's a new build next door, so to speak, a new house going up, and they're pouring cement, as one would for any foundation. And of course, 2 trucks be blocking us. And like, doesn't look like it's like a, hey, you guys like move for like a couple of minutes. Like there's legs down on these trucks. This truck's got legs. Yeah. So it's got the whole like cement pouring arm. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but you know, might be here for a little bit. Making a sandwich while we wait.
They said they'd be done in like 10 or 15 minutes when Andrew went out to ask them, so we're waiting.
They got 5 minutes before I get really angry and I say please.
What if I just pretended that I was in labor? I'll just shove something under my shirt and say, I need you to move this truck now!
I also love the idea that like, if I'm the father, my wife's in labor, they're like 15 minutes. I'm like, you know what? She should be fine for 15 minutes.
That's true.
She's done 9 months. She can do 15 more minutes. You guys take it easy.
It was a beautiful day today, and now it is not. But we wanted to try and go and do some patio drinking. We went to Half Cut. They have Detroit style pizza there. Had some pizza, had a couple drinks, and now we are headed to the Delta because Andrew needs to pick up his stuff for his 5K.
Which I am now doing virtually, so to speak.
Andrew, why are you running virtually?
I was supposed to run on Mother's Day, which of course everyone knows is usually the second weekend in May.
However, I made the mistake of thinking it was the first weekend, so I told Kayla, hey, I'm free the second weekend. She said, cool, you want to act in this film that I'm producing? And I said, hey, that sounds like a great idea. Come to realize they're on the same day. So I tried to get my race deferred or refunded, and they said, sorry, no can do'sville. And I said, okay. And they said, you can do it virtually, which I think that just means you can run on your own. I'll get a t-shirt and a medal, and I'll keep track of my own time. So anyway, I gotta go pick up my race kit because it's only this weekend that they have them. And then I'll find time next week to go run outside for 5K.
There's a beaver. Saw him swimming and now he's stopped. I don't know if that's where his house is or what. Beaver houses and beaver dams are two different things. You know that, right?
Yeah, everyone knows that. I guess I just assumed that a beaver dam was also a residual, like a residing.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they're just like causing trouble.
No, I think they actually do it to shift water so that they can make houses that
Probably
can sustain itself. Because isn't the whole argument that they like build half and half, like half underwater?
Yeah.
I'm basing this purely on Franklin, the turtle, like based on my knowledge.
But yeah, for anyone who didn't know, beaver dams and beaver houses are two different things.
Are they
and beavers build both
beaver
of them.
houses though?
Either beaver dens.
They're called dens?
I think they're dens.
Pretty close to dams, swimming.
Anyways, something you learn when you give tours of the lake when you live in northwestern Ontario.
SIP, we don't have a lot of dam situation. We live next to the ocean.
That's true.
Beavers would make a hell of a dam if that was the case.
Well, that's the thing. Beavers don't always make dams.
I get that. But that's kind of their thing. That's
Well,
what they're known for.
Yeah,
And
in pop
tails.
culture.
Beaver tails? Beaver dams. No one's ever like, oh, I love me a good beaver den.
Anyways, we are at the Delta. Gonna go pick up Andrew's race stuff. That's it. We did a lot this week. Well, I guess it wasn't a week. It was almost a month worth of stuff, which really, I guess if you look at it in that way, we didn't do a lot.
Was it a whole month? No.
I feel like there has been nothing to look forward to, really. But we finally got some news from Andrew's work this week. And I'm going to let him tell you what it is.
Do you want me to? So I have been having a couple of meetings back and forth with several members of my kind of like direct reports, people above me, my manager, their manager. They eventually came back and they said, look, we don't want to drag you along. They said, we will give you approval, but we're going to be doing it in quarters. So every 3 months of me being away, they're going to review. Ideally, they want to review it every 2 to 2.5 months. So that at the end of the 3 months, they can make the decision. But the goal of it is that they need to inform my clients that I'm currently away or that I'm working out of, another country or whatever the case may be. And then on top of that, they want to make sure that I'm not being requested back. I guess in short, we got approval for the first 3 months. We're going to start looking into that and then hopefully plan a little bit of the next 3 months and then go from there depending on how things work out.
So, with that being said, it means that we can go ahead and book things.
Mm-hmm.
We're still not quite sure of our date that we're going to be leaving because there are some opportunities that may arise in the early 2024 that we may want to be around for. But I can tell you that our first country is going to be Panama. We have never been to Panama, but I'm really excited. I've read a lot about it. I've watched some videos and listened to some podcasts, but I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it. And if you have ever been to Panama and you have some suggestions for us, leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us this week. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we will see you hopefully next week.